Are you a student who has just completed his 12th standard? Are you planning for your future studies? Have you heard about engineering as a career option? Have you heard about electrical engineering as a career stream? Do you have some apprehensions towards that particular subject? Then let me help you to clarify some doubts. Hi, this is Parag Jose. Welcome to Tech Capsules. Electrical engineering in India is offered mainly under three categories, that is electrical engineering, electrical and communication engineering, electrical and telecommunication engineering. In most of the universities and engineering colleges, an aggregate of 60 to 65% marks in PCM, that is physics, chemistry and maths combined, would be enough to get an admission for this particular stream. Electrical engineering is considered to be one of the comprehensive subjects that you are going to study. Now that makes it a bit hard, but the advantage of that is it is actually going to provide you a lot of career options. When we talk about career options, what are the career options that you can look up after you complete your bachelor's in electrical engineering or allied areas? The first career option that you can think about is naturally government jobs. There are two categories of government jobs in India. One is you have your Public Service Commission, which comes under each state, that is called as state-wise Public Service Commissions. And then you have the UPSC, that is Union Public Service Commission, which comes under the central government. So coming to the government jobs, the most common jobs that you can attain after you complete your btech in electrical and electronics engineering or btech in electrical engineering is the jobs of junior engineer or assistant engineer in KSEBs, that is your state electricity boards, as well as other types of electricity boards. There are also various power generation and distribution companies and areas in India where you can join as an engineer after you complete your btech in electrical engineering. Gone are the days when government jobs have been considered as the go-to jobs. Today, there are a lot of opportunities which are available in private sector as well. So when we consider a career opportunity after btech in electrical engineering, you can divide it into two streams. One is you can go for research and the other one is you can go for jobs. So research and jobs are usually complementary to each other, but there will be a time when they cross over each other. So let's understand what are the various opportunities which are available. Coming to the concept of research. Now research can be taken up as two parts. One is a dedicated research in some of the labs, or as a scientist you develop a career in scientific research, or you can go for teaching. Right, so if you want to have a career in teaching, then what you do is after your btech, you have to enroll yourself for an MTech. MTech in power system, MTech in power electronics, MTech in energy systems. These are some of the most common MTech courses which are available in India. The other option is you could go abroad for some MS courses, that is Master in Science courses, which are actually going to have an industrial component as well. Now, these MTech courses would be completed in 2 years. After the completion of MTech courses, you will have to register for a doctorate in philosophy, that is PhD in electrical engineering, so that you can have an career option as a teacher or as a professor. Because now it's mandatory that at least you should have a PhD to have a intake in most of the colleges for teaching. Now, for those who are oriented in a career for becoming a researcher along with a teacher, you have the option for going for postdoctoral fellow, that is called as PDF. You will be going for this, or you will be doing it in one of the most reputed institutions which you can find in India or abroad, because that is going to add to your resume and that is going to evaluate you as one of the most top researcher in India in your area. Now when we talk about jobs specifically in the private sector has the following orders or options which are available. First one will be in power system related jobs. Second one will be power electronics related jobs. Third one will be in electric drive related jobs. Fourth one will be the new and most exciting area, that is electric mobility. Fifth one will be in IoT and industrial automation, and sixth one will be in smart grid. So there you have it. You have a huge scope of opportunities if you are a good engineer. Now it's very much critical that when you are following or taking up a career as an engineer in an engineering college, you should be having some practical knowledge. Practical knowledge is key in finding out a good career in industry. Therefore, you should ensure that once you join an engineering college, you have access to the labs and you do some practical training for yourself. When you talk about power system, the first option that you'd have is in renewable energy sector, where you will be working on solar, PV, photovoltaic, as well as wind-based energy generation systems. There you will be working on manufacturing side, you can work on the automation side, you can work on the control and the power output or distribution side. The second option that comes under the power system related area will be in the case of MCB manufacturing, MCB distribution, fuses, lighting solutions, all those comes under the ambit of power systems. In powertronics area, you will be coming across jobs which are similar to or will have inverter manufacturing, converter design, as well as controller design, which will be very exciting type of job, which will be a continuation of the theory that you have studied or your practical aspects which you have covered in your laboratory. Now today industries are fully equipped and automated. Therefore, you should have some kind of knowledge on electric drives as well as electric drive automation for industrial automation purposes. Now this particular degree in btech in electrical and electronics engineering or btech in electrical engineering is going to add to what you can contribute towards this, because there are a lot of options for you to have a career in electric drive related field as well. There are a lot of career opportunities which are coming up in the case of electric mobility. This include a career in battery management system, a career opportunity in the case of powertrain development, a career opportunity in charging infrastructure development, a career opportunity in maybe self-driving vehicles. All these requires knowledge in electrical engineering. So even if you are thinking of following a career in this, you should be having some knowledge in electrical engineering and drivetrains. So it is very much important that you concentrate yourself in gaining practical knowledge through laboratories. Another important exciting field which comes into picture or which comes as a career option after your btech in electrical engineering is the scope of IoT, that is Internet of Things and industrial automation. Industrial automation is coming up big, where you have to control various electrical appliances as well as electrical devices which are available in your home. So you should be having some knowledge on how to control that. For that, a btech in electrical engineering is very much important. You can have the option of having an added knowledge in programming, but still the base knowledge should be in electrical engineering. Today we can see that the majority of power which is generated in India is from thermal power plants. Even though there are a lot of attempts to develop alternative source of energies, like you have your PV system, you have wind generation, but still we depend upon the conventional thermal power plants for power generation. Now the time will come, or the time is fast approaching, because electric vehicles are coming into the market. Now imagine a huge amount of electric vehicles which requires charging integrating with the grid, and that is going to be having a lot of toll or having a lot of demand on the grid. Now this demand is going to be a very big demand, and that is going to actually damage the grid. So a lot of companies as well as government are interested in developing smart grids. The smart grid technology actually opens up career options in smart meter development, smart meter infrastructure integration, smart grid integration. All these are going to give you career options. So btech in electrical engineering is a requirement for that. Electrical engineering, as I told before, is a comprehensive subject. There are a lot of areas which you will be studying, which includes communication, power system, power electronics, electric drives, as well as you have areas of automobile engineering coming into picture. You have programming in this. So basically, if you take up a career in electrical engineering, you're going to cover all these areas, which actually provides you options to turn off to whatever required career field that you want to. When you put in a lot of effort to complete your btech, why do you want to go for something which is not related to your core jobs? So it is very important that try to find a job in what you have learned. So for having that or doing that, you should have practical knowledge along with your theoretical knowledge. That is actually going to stay throughout your life. Hope you enjoyed this capsule. If you like the video, please subscribe, and thank you for joining me. We'll meet in the next capsule. Thank you.